Hey YouTube, welcome back to another video. Today we're going over my highlights of 2022 video. I was going to do just like a top 10 or whatever video, but I decided instead to do something different and just go over my highlights and maybe shed a bit of light about them in the video. I will say there are clips here that I have not put on YouTube yet. From Days of Railfanning I have not yet edited or uploaded. So there will be new things on here you have not seen on my channel yet. Anyways, with that over, let's get into it. First we've got the Amtrak 50th anniversary trailing in the snow on Amtrak 59. Next we have a train on one of my favorite short lines, the West Tennessee Railroad. I don't really have much to say about this one, but here's an ICSG-70 leading a rail train. And how could I not include the Bud RDC? Here is CN Veterans Locomotive 3015 leading a southbound grain train. Got a heads up on this a while back. Definitely had to go catch it. It's not often a heritage unit gets put on the city of New Orleans, and especially not with a private car at the end. This would be Robert Riley's private car, owner of the Rock Island Railroad. And of course, then I took off to the top of this hill to try and get a cool shot of the private car. Kansas City Southern leading a CN SD70 Ace and a City Rail unit. I think it's worth mentioning. One night, I saw this IC locomotive leading BNSF stopped in the siding, so of course I had to go check it out. And how can I not mention this? I got to ride the Royal Street private car owned by Rock Island Rail's owner Robert Riley, and I rode it up to New Bern, Tennessee from Memphis, Tennessee. Yep, this is definitely a highlight of my year. Can't forget the testing locomotives from Knoxville Locomotive Works. And now for a compilation of 8520, this time being mentioned for the IC trailing. This consist made it definitely my favorite time catching it. And this time for the BNSF SD75. even though I technically didn't get there in time because I lost track of time. I said time twice, great. Anyways, I figured it was worth mentioning. Amtrak 58, passing in the daytime. Very, very rare. I don't remember why it had stopped, but it did. And it was so late that instead of passing around 11 p.m., it passed around early a.m. Also, you ever get a heads up of something good leading and didn't know something good was trailing? Here's a case of that. Or, have you ever gotten a heads up of a train that was coming your way, but didn't know it combined with another train? Yeah, I'd gotten a heads up of UP leading City Rail. Did not expect to see it as DPUs. Anyways, here's something that I saw from the house and had to chase to catch. Here's one I haven't downloaded the video to yet. It's very rare I get to see one CP, much less two. Another case of getting a heads up on the lead unit, but not knowing about what was trailing. There's a rail cam in Chicago that I check almost every night to see what Amtrak 59 has on it. Here's a night I forgot to check and decided to catch Amtrak just for the heck of it. I catch KCS quite often, but nothing like this. A431 with a C44-9WL and IC-SD7. H1 leader with KCS on the CN. CN 8100 as a DPU. Later that same day, 3233 headed north. And here's CN 3069, the Wisconsin Central, headed south on a grain. Here is the Woodstock Local. CN train with an H1 leader again, but this time with ferro maps. Two different foreign power in a short line. A super grain train with CSX, BNSF DPUs, and the Wisconsin Central leader. And right behind that, IC leading a zebra stripe. head back to Memphis for this power move on the BNSF. Wheels of Steel put this in his highlights video as well. His channel link will be in the description. Out of all these highlights, this has to be one of my favorites. Double IC power on seeing A431. The Executive Mac actually has nothing to do with this. It's the triple way meat. One of my few times catching a BNSF train at speed this year. Makeshift tripod time, this time on a branch, and the FRA train passing. I got a heads up of this late at night and stayed up late into the morning to get it. Light Power with a fake bonnet has just left its train for another railroad to pick up. Meanwhile, an unexpected Ferromex DPU passes. BNSF 25th anniversary in KCS leads to CN train normal. And other times getting to the tracks and seeing a green signal, hoping for the best. Double BNSF and double IC. The last train I would ever see passing these signals before they were switched with LEDs. CP Leader. Another one I haven't uploaded yet, CN 3008, the Illinois Central Heritage. This is a night me and Kevin were railfanning and decided, hey, let's go after the Grenada local. Fortunately, I had to brighten this a lot, but it's a pretty good consist. Okay, so this train right here is one of the reasons I decided to do commentary in the first place. This is the Woodstock Local. It usually goes up to Covington, Tennessee to switch at the Charms factory, but this time it went up to Ripley, Tennessee to grab onto a G-Rex ballast train. Needless to say, that was a huge surprise to see that on the local. Here we have the CSX Geometry train. Actually caught that Southern Pacific passenger car before on Amtrak while it was still a private car. Just gonna show the photo instead of the video, but this thing stopped right where I was standing. Here's a shot I'd been wanting for a long time. A train over this crossing entering the DuPont plant. Out of the highlights, here's another one of my favorites. 3 ex-Korean national switchers on CN A406. Here's something I had never seen before this year that I got. Amtrak 58 and 59 actually meeting. This is sped up, but the full clip will be up sometime soon. Definitely one of, if not the best trains of the year. A431 again. Another unexpected short line catch, and unexpected tunnel motor catch, some of my favorite locomotives. Yeah, Memphis. Or mixed freight. What is that? Here we have Amtrak 58, which stopped the flag at the crossing, allowing me to get shots by the pyramid. Stopped again, and then finally sped up out of Memphis. After missing it a ton of times, here we have CN 3115, the BC Rail Heritage Unit. After chasing down and barely catching the CSX transfer after we had gone somewhere else for a moment, we caught this train. Another one of the better trains of this highlight, CN 8898, the CN Heritage, leading a BC Rail C44-9WL. The Woodstock local headed south from the Charms factory, again with a GT on it, this time long hood forward. And to end 2022, we once again return to see IC 6250, this time getting ready to leave President's Island. I hope everyone enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider leaving a like and subscribe, and checking out my other videos. Hope you all have a great new year, and goodbye.